Hello. All right, we're live. Hello. Hello. Yes, we're live. We're live. Smart Real Estate Wholesaling. Welcome back. This is Ola coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. All right. 1 second, please. All right. Sorry about that, guys. We're live. We're live. We're live. Sorry. So if you're brand new here, if you're new here, um, go get this book, smartrealestateWholesaling.com, and go get it. Have access to it immediately. This is a book you need to read 10 to 15 times, and I'm going to keep pounding it on you. The PDF is free. It's available also in paperback, audiobook, and Kindle. You cannot, if you think, I know it's free, and that kind of like puts in your mind that you can take it for granted, and try not to do that. My encouragement is try not to do that, because I just see there's too many activities going on in the wholesaling community that's basically pointing towards people are not properly educated. There's a saying that if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Okay, so try to do that. If you need my personal coaching, that's still where you want to go. Go to smartrealestateWholesaling.com and go through there. You'll be able to access my coaching programs and stuff like that in there. All right. So now, with that being said, today there's no wasting of time. Let's get into. I have a few people to reach out back to. So eh, we call it live cold calling, but the truth is that the cold calling has been done already, because again, leverage is the name of the game. I try to avoid having to, as you advance through the business, some things that become repetitive that you already create a system out of, you have other people do it. But there's some people that have booked appointment with me. So, but the conversation still go in the direction of like a cold call. So just bear with me, and let's get on to calling this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, and we may have some follow-ups after that if we see if we still have some time. All right. All right, so I got one here. All right. So here's the beautiful thing about what I'm about to do. Let's do this real quick. Before I get started, if you're not a part of my mastermind, you're going to miss out. Okay. So I really can't share the screen publicly here. Okay. But I can share with my mastermind members. Okay. So if you're not a part of my mastermind, by Monday, the price is going up to $147 per month. From what? From $10 per month. Okay. It's going up to $147 per month. So you can see my screen. So a lot of people say, hey, we can see that you're looking at the screen. We can see that you're, you know, from this YouTube channel right now, you can listen to me. You can learn as I talk to people. You can listen to the calls. But the screen I'm looking at, there's some products on the screen. There's some sensitive people's information on the screen. So I can't necessarily share that with you, okay, on the live session, okay. But what I can do is I can edit, okay, I can edit and put that up in the members area later, so the phone numbers and stuff like that can be, we can blur that, and also like we can still review some more information for the private membership, but not for the public, definitely not, because that's not, it's just not cool, okay. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is, um let's see here. What I'm going to do is there's some products that are in here that only members already know I recommend it to them, but they don't pay me to advertise them. So it's basically pointless for me to be sharing that here. Plus our systems can change and stuff like that. All right, so with that being said, just so you know, the recording of this session showing my screen will, every now and then, once a week at least, let's say once a week, minimum once a month. We'll put a recording of this, but we'll try to do once a week in the back office for the Three Pillar System members. So 3pillarsystem.com is where you want to go to sign up. It's only $10 right now per month, and on Monday the price is going up to $147 per month. Why? Because I need to keep certain type of mindset out of the house. Okay, and that's very, very important for all of us who are serious about this game, that we do exactly that. All right. So with that being said, let's see. I got so I'm gonna go. We got about 6 people we wanted to call, right? So let's see here. I'm gonna stop my recording. That way we can have content for the members. All right. And with that being said, too, we'll try to keep it to 1 hour. Okay. I know that's kind of tough to do, but in this particular one, I have to try my best to keep it to 1 hour. Okay. Let me just make sure we're still live. Yep, we're still live. Awesome. So I got to call John. John says, spoke to the owner, John, interested in what we offer. Need call back tomorrow after 3 p.m. to talk about the offer. Okay. He wants, so this guy, on a scale of 1 to 10, it says scale 10, I guess. The condition of his property. Um, all right, there you go. And this person is 18330 for this house. So what I want to do is I'm gonna go check and see if it's vacant. Again, if you remember, you can see my screen right now. So I'm going to my. There are two tools that I use uh, here, and if you remember, you already know what it is because you can see the screen. All right, so let's see here. All right, so it's vacant. The property is vacant. It's on a vacant lot. The property was purchased back in 2017 at $315,000. Let me see what it looks like. Okay, that's the house right there. Okay, now I need to check. All right, so the instant value is 326. He wants 330. He's owned it since 2000. So at this stage, I'm just gonna call and see if I can get him on the call, and then we can talk a little bit more. I was just trying to dig a little deeper and see if I can find. But let's make sure we can get him first. All right. So I'm gonna go look at the comparables so we can dig deeper into the value while we try to get him on the phone. All right. So no message, but since I'm already in the middle of it, let me just get the value. I'll put that on a note. This property, let's see what it's worth. I picked the top highest potential 5 properties, not 3, but 5. Appraisers usually use 3, and they have to be sold. All right. Sometimes the numbers are not accurate, but they're accurate enough, just so you know. So I'm looking at the average cost per square footage of 336. The property after repair value, average sold price is 333. The after repair value is 409, but I have to go with the lowest, which is 333. So basically, he's asking for retail. All right, he's asking for retail. So there's really, this guy, he didn't even answer any questions. So which means it shouldn't have actually been on my. It shouldn't have been on my. But it's a real phone number, so I'm gonna see if we can talk to him and get him on the same page. Let's see here. No answer. And let's dismiss this. Dismiss this. And let's see if we can set up a follow-up call with the data in there. All right, so I put that data in there. That way I can see that easily next time. And I set up a follow-up for Monday. For Monday. All right, so that's that. Let's move on to the next person. Let's call Margaret. Okay, so Margaret needs major renovation. Love it, love it, love it, love it. When I see that, all right. So whenever I go through the four pillars, there's a 7-step system that we use to pre-qualify people. We have a whole separate video on that, so make sure you go watch that video on the 7 steps pre-qualifications. The first three is basically identifying the people, the property, and making sure they want to sell. The next four is the actual pre-qualification, which starts with the condition of the property, how many bedrooms, age of roof, things like that, right? And it says need major repair. That's what I like to hear. Timeline, how do they need to sell? Right away if the offer is good. All right. So offer is good. At least they are willing to admit that the property needs renovation. So offer, good offer can mean the right offer for us. Motivation, just want to hear the offer and discuss the offer first. So let me see here. I think I may have seen this person somewhere, this particular name somewhere. And this is a town called Avon by the Sea. Interesting. All right. So what I'm gonna do first, before I call her, let me have an idea of what we're dealing with here. Look up Avon. You go. Okay, property is instant value is 492. Instant value means something like zero, meaning averaging everything in the area, not necessarily drilling down to some of the criteria that I like, things like 6 months sold only, things like 1 mile radius, things like the same type of property within the same year built. I don't want to if it's very common to have if you have mostly let me share this with you. If you have mostly brand new construction in an area, you don't want to be comparing brand new constructions with old houses. If you have one or two new construction, it's okay to compare everything. Okay, but the idea is if you have, this is how you value. If you have too many of the same type, it becomes a factor that you must factor when you're determining the value. So if there's too many new constructions, you don't, that's a major factor because there's so many new constructions. You don't want to be comparing that with a existing home. However, if most are existing homes with one construction, remember location, location, location wins all the time. So in that sense, you basically want to make sure that um, whatever the major factor in that location is predominant over everything else. So if it's mostly existing homes, that's the predominant factor. So that one new construction will have to eat up any value that those existing homes shoots at it. But usually that means good value, you know. But if it's mostly new construction, it usually means we're in the urban area where there's maybe gentrifications going on. They're wiping out all the boarded up houses. Then that value will affect the existing homes, but you still need to kind of separate them. So you can't use new construction value to you have to be careful with that because underwriters at the bank will not use it. They're very careful with using it. So you have to be careful with that. So let me just let me try to call her while I'm clicking over. Okay. Let's see here. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Margaret.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Margaret, please?
She's not available right now. Can I help you with something?
Yes, I'm calling about the property at 516 in Avon by the Sea. New,
Yes, I think we talked about that the other day.
you spoke to my assistant. Yes,
That's correct.
that's correct. Okay, and you said the property needs lots of repairs, right?
Yes.
Okay, have you done any kind of estimate on how much repair, or do you know offhand?
No, as I said to you the other day, the house was built in 1961.
Uh huh.
It still has the original kitchen and the original bathroom.
Gotcha.
And fine. It's presently occupied. Can be out in 30 days. That's not a problem.
Okay.
If one wanted to put a new kitchen or bathroom in, that would be a different story. But right now, the house is serviceable as it is. And at the time we discussed, we said you were going to call and give me a price on what you would be offering for the house.
Yes, that was my assistant. He said I was gonna call you so I can give you an
That's
offer.
correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right, good, good. So it's in a livable condition. It's not like, but it can use some updates, basically.
You're correct with that. It's
Uh,
certainly livable. People are living in it now, and everything works. Everything is fine. But the heating system is the original system from 1961. The air conditioning is a little newer,
hmm
but the house itself, was built in '61, and nothing major has been done to it. So it's okay, serviceable, but
Gotcha.
yeah, but could be upgraded.
So the heating system is not converted to gas yet.
And actually, it is a gas heating system.
Okay, it's a gas. Okay, so it's not there's no it's not on oil or anything crazy like that.
It's not cold. No, it is
And it's
not
not
oil.
cold. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Now, is there any kind of oil tank on the property right now? Do you know?
No, no, there is not. It was always gas from when it was built.
Okay. All right. All right. Good. Do you have any idea of what you would like as far as offer?
Well, when I discussed with your assistant, I said I'd be more interested in seeing what you would offer for the house, and then we would make a decision if that would be a suitable amount or not. It would really be what would you be willing to offer for the house.
Okay. I mean, considering that it needs some upgrade and this is going to be a quick situation, I'm a private investor. So I buy this kind of houses and I definitely will want to upgrade it to the times before we put it back on the market for sale. Okay. Would you consider $350,000 all cash?
350,000 all cash. Well,
Close in 15 to 21 days after title, clear title.
okay, so there'd be no additional cost. You'd give me 350 all cash.
Yes.
It's an attractive offer, but probably not something that we would take right now. As I said, the house is livable and
hmm
don't really need the cash, so we'd rather just keep the house and continue to live in it. But I do appreciate the offer. As you said, an attractive offer.
hmm
But I understand what you would want to do. You would want to, of course, put a new bathroom and kitchen in, spruce up the house, and then flip it. I mean, you're an investor. You buy it, sell the house.
We
You
do this for
don't
profit. Yep.
flip it. I understand. So, yeah, 350 is a nice offer, but at this point, we will just continue to own the house and
What do you have an idea? Since I give you my offer, do you have an idea of what will make you happy? That will make you like, you know what? That's good enough for us to make a move.
well, I guess at this point, the real issue is that we don't need the money.
hmm
We'd rather just keep the house. So, we'd rather not actually sell it at this point.
So there's no price that would make you move. That's what you're telling me.
Well, at 550,000, we certainly would be considering it, but I don't think you're willing to go up to that number. Again, it depends. The value of the problem. The land is important, but at this point,
hmm
350 is nice, but I don't think we would.
How many acres is the property sitting on?
It's not on acres.
It's not an
On
acre.
a standard building lot.
Standard.
But
Gotcha.
again, as I said, at 550, yeah, we would think about that.
hmm
But I know you're not going to be able to do that because that's out of your range. Then you'd be losing money on the land because you couldn't. It would probably sell at about 550.
I can
So
do I can do up to 450 if you want to consider that.
well, 450 is very attractive. That is attractive, but I
Like
still
like meet me in the middle. Let's make it happen if that's what you
I
want to do.
understand what you're saying.
hmm
I do really appreciate your giving us the information, but probably we're not going to sell the house. We'll just keep it.
You're just gonna keep it. Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep it. But I do appreciate your calling back and your serious offer. So, I do appreciate all of that.
Do you want to save my number and maybe discuss with your wife, and then see if it's something you guys may want to explore other situation. Maybe you guys want to move to a nicer house or something like that. I can also help with
Well,
that as well. Do you want to save my number and then
yeah,
call me
yeah.
back?
If you just hold on a second, I'm gonna get a pencil and I'm write this down.
Okay.
I didn't get your name, so
Yeah.
could you give me that again?
My name
Go
is
ahead.
Ola. OLA.
O
Ola. OLA.
O L A.
That's my
Okay,
name.
is that your
Ola.
last name or your first name?
That's my first name.
Ola, and what's your last name?
Once you call me back with an offer, I'll give you my last name.
Okay,
How's that?
and your number is.
Yeah, I'm a private investor, so I don't work
I
for a company or
understand.
anything like that.
I
So
understand. I just need your name.
yeah,
And what's your telephone number?
732
732.
3.
And we'll see. I have your number. I can get back in touch with you. Thank you, Ola, for calling.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so
we'll
much.
talk again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But
Keep going.
by any chance, you have a second?
I understand.
By any chance,
Thank you again.
do you have any other house you may need to get rid of?
I wish I did, but I had one years ago, but that was sold many, many years ago.
All
But
right.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Yeah.
Goodbye.
He was nice, but he was just curious. He wanted to see what his property is worth. That's what it sounded like. To be fair, the property is worth. Let me just see here. The number I came up with here. Let me actually put that on my notes. There's average cost per square foot in that area is $874. It's high end. Average sold price is $1.3 million. After repair value, because it's a smaller house, 950 square footage is 830. All right, and I made an offer basically based on that, based on the fact that spend $50,000 to upgrade, since everything else is basically old school. Um, that's the offer that I made. My if you can see how I came up with all of that if you can see my screen as a member. But basically, the number I came up with, $830,000. 70% of that minus $50,000 for upgrades, and about $78,000 wholesale fee I structured into that. Came up with about 450, but I started with 350, right? Just to see where he's at. He's a nice guy. It doesn't seem like he was just curious, but you never know. So always have the conversation, because you never know. All right. So I'm gonna put that as not yet. Okay. I drop that into my follow up for future. Let's see here. Let me just see the history of where the okay, it's a vacant property. It's showing as vacant, but he's saying that they live in it. But he still had the conversation with me, so doesn't hurt. So I'm just gonna put that information there, uh, the value information, to have that on record for future. So let's go ahead and call. Who is this? Let's call Jonathan. Let's call Jonathan here. The property already renovated, all in all in good shape, no need for repair. Yeah, anytime. It depends on the offer. Just want to hear the offer, the fair. I will sell the house right away. House doesn't need any work. Want to hear. So this person, yeah, there's nothing here basically. Nothing here. What is this? 475? Is that what he wants? I wonder if that's what he wants. Let me see. Let me just try to call first. 718. Okay, let's try Jonathan. Talk to Jonathan. Oh wait, here's the township. Instant value is 443. All right, so it really doesn't even look like a good situation, but let's just mark it as no answer and still try to call on Monday. And we'll set up a follow-up call. All right, let's go ahead and try to call Randall in Union Beach. Spoke to the owner, wife, Adele. Need call back tomorrow at 9 a.m. instead of in cash offer. She said that their house has listed once, so that's why she wants us to call his wife tomorrow to talk about the offer. Okay. House on the scale of 1 to 10 is scale 10, and I don't understand. Oh, so let me say, okay, can you explain why you booked this appointment? Actually, we're letting this guy go potentially today. Let's see. Potentially, my brother is deciding on that because there's too many not qualifying people properly. But let me call. Let's find out. You never know. So when you have, um, I'm gonna give you a tip after this. It's very important that I share this with you. All right. Did I check this yet? Not yet. No answer. Okay. Instant value on this one is 152 anyway, but no answer anyway. So we're gonna call back on Monday. Okay. Let's go ahead and call Pedro. Being renovated, almost finished. Okay. This is somebody renovating the house. Anytime renovating to sell the property, hear the offer first. Yeah. This is not an ideal situation. The only thing I'm about to do is to see. 1 second. Just hold on 1 second, guys. Uh Everything's going okay. We're still doing some research. Came across some information with regards to the land. I wanted to ask you actually something with respect to there's a lot of work that needs to be done before construction can start. Do you have anything alluded to that? No, no. There's some kind of prep work that needs to be done on the land. We have to put the road in, right? Okay, so that's additional cost and stuff. But we're still talking it through with my investors. But that's some of the stuff that came up in some of our discussion thus far. Yeah. I mean, let's put all the what do you call it cylinders in the fire and see what moves first. And if you're meeting, let me know. Just keep me posted on what's going on with that. But I'm talking to my guys so we can make something happen on our end. You know. All right. If I hit a roadblock, some crazy roadblock, God forbid, I'll let you know as well. I'll keep you posted. But that's coming up. The whole cost of prep, the road, and something about some restrictions with the city is being discussed as we talk. So I'll keep you
What
posted
now
on
with
that.
the city?
Some kind of restrictions. I think it's the road thing. Yeah, I think it's the road thing, but it's something about something has to be done to the whole land before you can start construction. But you said is the road, right?
Yeah. Well, the first thing would probably have to be done is that, we'd have to take down the buildings
You have to
and
knock
the
them down.
signals that are there,
Hmm.
and then bring up the road. Yes.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Jason Mason has to be done at the same time.
Hmm.
But there should be no other restriction on things to be done.
Oh,
We have all the DEP permits. We have everything
right. That you sent to
in
me. Yeah,
place.
yeah. So yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm talking to probably about 3 people, solid ones right now. It's just a matter of coming up with a number.
Okay, and
Uh,
let me know what that number is. Like I said, I'd rather use you because I don't have that broker fee. But
Yeah, I
you
got
know
you.
what?
I got just work with me, and I got you. Part of my job is to dig up all the information I need to dig to make a well informed decision. You know, so we seem very good right now. If anything comes up on your end that you feel can stop me, that should be only a good news, and I'll be happy for you. But I'm working 24/7 on this right now as we talk.
Okay, good. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Bye. All right. So I decided to pick up that call because it's a call with a client, not a client, a seller, and it's very important that you hear things like that. And we lead with value always. We always lead with value. We always lead with value. Just keep that in mind, okay? Whatever you want, I can make it happen. You're a problem solver. Keep that in mind, okay? You're a problem solver. You will uncover all the information. And the situation with this situation is that this is a property that's complete new development, more than 5 acres that needs to be developed and is subdivided, approved, and stuff like that. But some of the offers I'm getting is a little iffy. So we have some options that we're playing with, But keep in mind, very important to note this, that your sellers will not sign up with you if they had other options. If they had other options, they don't come to you. That's the bottom line. So you don't have to be fearful if they say, "Hey, I'm about to meet somebody up. I'm about to meet somebody up. I just wanted to. I'll rather work with you." When somebody says, "I'll rather work with you," that means they don't have it. Typically, people don't care about you like that. Let's be clear. It's because they don't have other options. It's because I've positioned myself as a problem solver, and I've positioned myself with the proper expectation that it will take some time, 15 to 30 days, to come up with all the information. And what I will come back with is a solid number. We're ready to close or we need to renegotiate. That's the bottom line. So I approach it from that standpoint. That's why we talk to only motivated sellers. If you're not talking to motivated sellers, you're wasting your time. They will play with you. That's why I let the other person go. As soon as he was ready to go, he was a nice guy, but I let him go because if they're not wanting what you have to offer, don't worry about it. Give them what they want. What he wanted was to get off the phone. So I focus on value, and I asked that one question that you always must ask. Do you have any properties that you need to get rid of? Just always ask. Okay. So that's that with that. Let me see here. All right. Do, 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 do. One second here. Hmm, I'm wondering what's going on here. All right, all right, all right. So let's keep going. So we're trying to call Pedro. Did I call? I'm not sure if I called Pedro. I think the call came in while we were trying to call. No, 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 no. Hang out, hang out, hang out, hang out.
Hello.
Hello, hi, may I speak to Pedro, please?
Yes, it's Pedro.
Hi, Pedro. This is Ola. You spoke to my assistant, I don't know, yesterday about your house that you're renovating right now. Your house on Harrison Avenue
Harrison Avenue. Okay.
in Roselle.
Okay.
That's you, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was a while back. Yeah.
Oh, so okay, maybe a few days ago. Are you an investor?
Yes.
Oh, you're an investor. Are you looking to buy more stuff? Of course, right?
By what? I'm sorry.
Are you looking to buy more deals?
Um. Yeah, the deal makes sense.
Yeah, of course, of course, of course. It needs to make sense. What I'm gonna do is I don't want to waste your time. My assistant was calling to find deals. Okay. So
Okay.
what I want to do is if you don't mind, I will take your email address. I'll add you to my buyers list.
Sure. No problem.
What's your email address?
It's Pedro.
So what meetup do you hang out at?
I'm sorry. What?
Do you hang out at any of these investors meetups?
No, no.
You
I don't
just you
go.
just
I
stay
mean,
busy.
I have people that send me stuff also, but I don't. I don't.
All right,
I don't
great.
go to them.
I'm one of them now. So let's do some work. All right.
Okay.
So
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
Send me stuff. I mean, if I can, I either,
Gotcha.
get to somebody or I buy it myself. That's no problem.
Cool, cool. Do you have somebody ready to go to help you list this house once it's done?
Yeah, I had
Agent.
the people that got me the house. I give it to them.
Gotcha. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
My guy.
All right.
Talk soon. Thank you.
Very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, so that's an awesome one. Once I read the notes here, being renovated, almost finished. I don't want to waste my time renovating to sell. Want to hear the offer first. Uh, he has motivation to sell, just is not motivated to sell the way I would like. So there's no point wasting my time. I always tell people, we as human beings, we have an incredible radar for BS. Don't BS people. Don't try to put if you can detect this with time, with experience, you start detecting things like this. Don't put a low ball offer on somebody that's already renovating a house. Chances are they already have a realtor that they want to list the house with. It's possible that they may not if they're a newbie, right? But chances are, and I could tell here on my, if you can see my screen, if you're a member, you can see my screen. I can tell here that this was an REO property that was actually foreclosed on last June. Pedro paid $161,000 for the house. So I don't know what Pedro's plan is. Let me see. Is this a two family or multi-family? He paid 161. The instant value that I'm looking at. Okay, so let me go look at through Zillow. And click over here to Zillow so I can see if there's any pictures online. Sold 161. See, the data is everywhere. Basically, you can see the data everywhere. The estimate for this house is saying 244. It was built in 1924. Okay, we're still not seeing any nice picture of the house. Let me see here. Let's go check out what Google has to say. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm clicking on a few things here. If you remember, you can see. But I'm looking for, if you know how to, what you need to look for is pictures, some data, some tax record. Okay, I can see the property now. Let me see. Yep, that's it right there. It's a really, it's a small house. Yep, it's just fully renovating. He's probably gonna rent out, but he bought it for 161. He's probably doing the work himself. He may have crew, and but that's it right there. That's the property right there. You can see my screen if you're a member. But anyway, let's keep going here. So he's an investor, he's a buyer. I'm gonna put that here. investor. I'll set up a task to add him to my bias list. Basically, add to bias list. All right, and then we'll put that on the this high. Okay, and we move on uh, to the next person. I think this is the last appointment. Then I will see if we have some time for follow up. All right, so this person, this is Richard. It says, all in all, good condition. The property is already renovated. Anytime I got a fair offer, just want to sell the property in good market value offer. He would like to hear the value first. Okay, so hear the offer first. But again, those people are not paying attention. Again, this particular guy, I think we're letting him go, so it's all good. But I was gonna share this with you. Okay, let me see if I remember. I was gonna share with you that really all you need when you're following up, if you have somebody doing calls for you, like a VA or somebody, a cold caller calling for you, all you need is a good phone number. You should learn how to talk to people yourself. Okay, and you just see me. I did it. The other guy, basically thought I was the same guy. Um, you know, the other guy said, "Oh, I guess it was a few days ago. I could tell he's a real estate guy." And I think that was the third person we spoke to. But again, just keep that in mind. That what was I saying? I think I lost my train of thought. So let's just keep going. Let's call this guy Richard. Choo-choo-doo-doo. See. All right. Bad number. Interesting. Bad number. All right. There's another line here. I can try. There are five additional lines that I can try. So
Hi, this is Kellen. Sorry, I can't get to the phone right now.
that doesn't sound like Richard. But I don't know. So I'm gonna leave it on the. I'm gonna leave the phone number on the record because you never know. It may be the wife. It may be a sister, a cousin, something.
Call has been forwarded to an automated.
All right. Let me try the last line on here.
Hello, this is Richard Grant.
Hi, Rich. How are you, Richard? My name is Ola. I'm calling about your property in Brill, New Jersey.
Uh,
I
yeah,
think I think you spoke to my assistant on the 6th of May.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're looking to sell, right? You want to sell, right?
Uh, I would consider selling it if I were to get the right price.
If you get the right price. I did see that on the notes. And something about it's already renovated. Did you renovate recently?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
work with Alphonse?
With Alpha Funds?
Alphonse?
No, no. I don't work with Alpha Funds. I'm the owner here. I'm the private investor here.
No,
Yeah.
I have a nice home that's been fixed up. It's been renovated. My
Gotcha.
wife and I live there. Uh, we're not in any pressure to sell it. We have no
Gotcha.
mortgage. It's a valuable neighborhood.
I see.
You probably need something that you can get at a bargain and turn over.
Hmm.
I don't think this would be that type of house.
Do you have another property that may fit that criteria?
No.
No. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Are you actually looking to sell, or you just if you get the highest and best offer for it, would you sell?
Possibly, but
Oh, okay.
we're not. I'm not looking actively to sell now at
All right.
the
That makes
moment.
sense. That makes sense. If you were looking actively to sell, I can help with that. But if you're not, then I can understand.
Yeah, no, I haven't been doing that.
Okay.
Some point, if I move to Florida or something, I'll be selling it, but not at the moment.
How soon do you think you're moving to Florida?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for talking to me, though. Thank you. Have a good
Sure.
day. All right.
Have a good weekend.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
All right. So I was trying to see if it would fit into a listing candidate for my agent, but he's not looking. There's no motivation to sell. Basically, we bother this guy. That happens sometimes. All right. So he may move to Florida at some point. So yeah, I drop him into my follow-up box just in case we decide to call that list in 6 months. We will. All right. So basically, that was the last call today. Um, Nothing spectacular. Basically, just a buyer. We found a buyer. We found an investor to be added to our list. And let me see here. All right, we got the disposition and all right, let's go to follow-ups. All right, so let me see. 5A, 5A. All right, so this person is this one is listed on the market, so I'm getting it off the list. Trying to see if there's anything here spectacular. I tried to call her back, but nothing. Let's see here. Uh, all right, so let's do this. Let's try to call her again. Maybe it was just the wrong timing. I think she wanted us to call back in 1 hour. Uh, let's see. Who's talking to me? Somebody said they're watching my live cold calling. Let me see what this is. Thank you for hanging out. Uh, oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks. What's your name? Share. You should be commenting on the live cold calling, not now. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Somebody says it's been a busy week, but I should be finished. Okay. Yes, probably my guy. Okay. All right. So let's call this person here. She wanted me to call back an hour later on the 7th, which was like 4 days ago. Let's try that. Real time. Let me see what notes we have picked up. Yeah, I have a note picked up and hung up. Let's try one more time. Okay, this person has another house for sale. So she didn't want to sell the same house we called about. So it's one of those situations that came from when you ask the question, do you have any other properties for sale? Right? You have any other properties that may need work for sale? Do you have anything you need to get rid of? Any other house you need to get rid of? All right, so nothing there. We're gonna set that up as a follow up. Like I said, we the only thing we're limited on is time. As long as I have a real phone number, we follow up indefinitely. Okay, we follow up indefinitely. You can see how I take my notes on my screen if you're a member here. www.3pillarsystem.com is where you want to go if you want to be a member. It's $10 till Monday. Monday it goes up to $147 per month. It's $10 per month right now. Okay. All right. So let's see. All right. Let's go on to the next person here. Let's try to call Sachin. Great condition. The roof needs a replacement. The kitchen is good. The roof needs a replacement. All right. So that's a good enough reason to call, right? Roof needs replacement right away if the price is great. Hello? Hello? All right, so that's a voicemail. I don't leave voicemails. I have automated systems that leave voicemails, so I don't leave voicemails because it's a redundant activity. Some people may say, but you never know, you can catch a deal. Well, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. Just keep that in mind. This is about marketing, and the only time you should be prospecting is if you have a live person. This is very important for me to share with you, actually. If you have a live person you're talking to, that's the only time you should be prospecting. If you're dropping a recording, don't prospect while you're recording. Drop an automated, pre recorded message that's generic that anyone can pick up and respond to. Something like, hey, this is Ola. I buy houses. I'm looking to buy houses. It looks like I stumbled into your property. If you can please call me back so I can possibly make an offer on your property if you're open to that. I'd appreciate that. My phone number is 732-555-775. Right? You just want to say something generic so you can use that over and over again using automation, because the three pillars is value, automation, and people. People use automation, so don't try to compete against the against the tides, against the trends. Don't do that. All right. Let's see here. Somebody's calling me here. I don't know what this is. This could be uh somebody calling for a property, but I don't pick up somebody inbound calls. I just don't. The reason being that this is business. Okay. If I identify the call, I will pick up. If I don't identify, I let people leave a message so they can tell me what their agenda is, because everyone that's calling you has their own personal agenda always. So you want to make sure that you're clear on what the agenda is and see how you can help first. They will leave a voicemail, they will leave a property address, and then you can see if there's a need to call back. Okay, basically, because your time is your most valuable asset, so you want to make sure you're protecting that. What if it's somebody that just likes to make sure they get somebody on the phone before they give you a deal? Then it's not a deal. Okay, just keep that in mind. So let's call Sachin. I think, okay, we just tried that number. Let's call the second number. That's one of the things that a lot of people are missing about this game. This is real business. This is not a child play. This is not a place where you come and chit chat and see about something. No, you got to be serious. Educate yourself and be serious, because that's the only way it's going to reward you. Unless you get lucky. If you get lucky, then that's luck. It's not going to happen the second time. It's not going to happen the third time. It's not predictable. You get the point. All right. So again, I don't leave voicemails. I'm just going to say no answer. We're going to keep trying. Okay. So there's a chance that this person is um at a job at the job or something. It's possible. So, and I put them in a follow-up box. Set up another follow-up for again. So two things can happen. Um, they will see my missed call multiple times, and they may decide to try to call me back later, and then they will see that I say, "Hey, leave your property address." If they don't, then it wasn't a deal in the first place. All right. So that's very, very. We try to bring everything down to science, to yes and no's, to ones and zeros. Okay, except if I'm talking to a live person. When I'm talking to a live person, then I treat that person with the utmost respect by giving them my attention and seeing how I can serve them. If the only way I can serve them is to allow them to leave the phone, then I'll do that. Okay, or if I get off the phone, if that's going to serve them, that's possible sometimes. They're just grumpy, and they don't have any need for what you have to offer. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We set that up. Let's move on to the next person. All right, Madeline's very interested. Madeline, we've been trying to get Madeline. I think it's let me see here. She's asking if you could meet. No, we can't meet unless we talk about your property first. But let's try it again. I think we've been following up with this person, so we got some time today. We got another 5 minutes or so.
Your call has been forwarded to an
All right, let's try the other line. Let me call her. Actually, let's call Lucia. All right, let me call. This is a realtor friend I just met, so she's supposed to be checking out an interest for us. Okay, she picks up. So while I mark this one as no answer, follow up in the future. Hello. Okay, that was a hang up. She may try to call back. Let's see here. Okay, let's try. Which one is this? Let me think. Let me think. Oh, this is Hugh. Let's try Hugh again because I'm waiting for a contract from him, but I have not seen it.
Hello.
Hey, Hugh, this is Ola.
Hola, how you doing?
How you doing, man? I'm waiting for the contract. You have it?
I do have the contract. I went over it. Not 100% yet. Let me, I'm still thinking on it.
Thinking on it. Okay, keep pounding it, man. Let's get going.
All right, my friend.
All right. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. Hola, please email details on Morris County new construction. Awesome, awesome. Let me send him that detail. So somebody's asking about a new property we just listed today. It's uh it's a 2 acres. Okay, so it was actually one of the follow-up I was supposed to follow up with today. But this morning, I saw the fax email with the contract all signed. Good to go. It's a 2 acres that can be subdivided. Excuse me. And is worth about 1.457 after construction value for 6,000 square footage. Um, 3,000 multiplied by 2 because it's 2 acres. So the subdivision that will be needed, it needs to be knocked down, and we're asking $500,000. And no, I will not be telling you the rest of the details. Let me see here, but that's it. Okay. Uh, no, I said like I'm not telling you how much we're gonna make. Okay, but what we can tell you is enough, just enough to keep moving because this is business. It's not about any one killer deal. We just want to keep doing deals. Okay, that's the idea. So basically, what I've done is I've done like a copy paste simple that send them the details when people ask for the details, and I'll just send it to them just like that to make the simple process. All right. All right. So let's see. So Hugh is not ready yet. Not ready. Because he has the contract he was gonna sign. He's still thinking about it. You saw that conversation just now, right? So I'm literally gonna say still thinking about it. Still thinking about it. Still thinking about it. All right. And what am I gonna do? I'm gonna set up a follow up for not 1 week, minimum of 2 weeks. But for this guy, it may not be a bad idea to set it at 3 weeks because so that's gonna be May 31st. Okay. So so I said follow up on contract. Was still thinking about it because I don't remember any of these guys, especially after a few days. I'm looking at the notes. Okay, so you need a proper CRM so you can document and be able to remember all the stuff. Let's see. All right, so I set him up for 3 weeks. We'll call him in 3 weeks. How's that? All right, so we got a summit property here. So it's a second follow up. Nice condition. I don't know what that means. So I'm gonna have to pre-qualify this person because there's a poor pre-qualification job done here. I don't have a price, but it is vacant. So all right, so let's keep going. All right, I think we're 1 hour in now, so we can. I think we may maybe to call maybe one or two more people. No pickups. Yeah, we got about one more to call. One more person. Uh, not applicable. Get that off our list. Yeah.
Memory is full. Enter remote access code.
Memory is full. Hello? Hello? I could have sworn I heard somebody's voice, but it sounds like a landline. Memory is full. Yeah, that's gotta be a landline. Let's try one more person. No, we have two more persons. Oh no, that was him. Let me just mark that as. There's one more line. Let me try this line. It could be a cell phone. Never know.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
All right. No answer. Try again on Monday. We'll be back to try again on Monday. Okay, let's try. Okay, this was supposed to be followed up in a week. So this is a whole week after, and I wonder why. I don't see a reason calling a week. But this person was marked as back in April 422 was marked as not interested, but it's a call in a week. Okay, let's call in a week. Today is the 2 days ago was 1 week. I don't prejudge. If I have a real phone number, I'm calling. Worst case scenario, you hang up on me, you crush me out, whatever you want to do. Or you may say, all right, so that's a voicemail. Let's try the second line. I mean, I only spend 1 hour here. Not accepting call at this time. That is definitely very weird. Again, let me delete. That looks like a bad record number. Let me delete that. Last, I think that's the last one we're calling right now. What's the condition? Fine. If the price is right. All right. So this is poor copy qualification. Whenever people give you one word answers or one phrase answers, they're clearly not enjoying a conversation with you, right? So there's no reason to book an appointment with me, really. But that's a landline voicemail. All right. So we're gonna have to follow up again later. So that's it. That's what we have for the day. Like I said, you will be able to see my screen in the membership area. At least I'll release once a week on this series, so you can see how I'm documenting, which is frankly the most important part about this business: being able to document and be able to move data and manage data and manage information. Uh, at the level of a state of the heart level, basically. That's what you want to be able to do. Let's see. I gotta put this on Wednesday. This is just a big deal that we have going on. I want to put that on Wednesday. There you go. So everything else is pushed to Monday. All right. So that's what we have on today. Like I said, if you're brand new here, you can go grab this book for free. Smart Real Estate Wholesaling. It's 300 pages, large print to make it easy to read, and it's also available. The PDF is free. It's available in paper. It's available in Kindle. It's available in audiobook. All right. So go ahead and grab that and make sure you master this game from a marketing standpoint. If you think this is just another hustle on the street type of deal, you failed already. And the more people come into the game and do like that, the more you look stupid. So you want to make sure you're approaching this game like a professional and like a marketer. Okay. And that's the thing that 3pillarsystem.com brings to the table. Our mastermind is $10 at the moment. By Monday, it's going up to $147 per month because we need to keep certain type of people outside. All right. So that's all I have for you. Hopefully, you've been enlightened. Actually, you should hear this call. How that? So, hola.
Hey, hola.
Hey,
Hey, it's Paul. How you doing?
hey, Paul. What's going on? How's it going?
I just want to make sure that our contract is over.
Oh, it's good. You have under contract with somebody else?
Well, like I said, I have somebody that's ready to close in
Listen,
2 days.
on the
Yes.
second day, I could have torn up the contract. We don't hold you hostage like that.
Can you email me something just saying that?
Once you have it under contract, let me know. I could send. I'll send you. I'll send you an email. I'll send you a
You'll just
text.
send me an email stating that the contract is voided.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
do me a favor. Go look at the contract and look at the
I
last
did.
page.
I did.
On the last page, it literally tells you that the stipulation on there to protect you. If you don't see anything like that, send me a text message. I'll send something to you to cover your butt.
You're telling me on the last page there's something saying that. Tell me what exactly it says that states that. Because I'm looking at it right now.
1 second.
The last page just says, sold as is, this contract is non-exclusive and or binding after 7 days without funding commitment.
Boom.
That should be the end of it.
Boom. That's it. You're good. All right. But in any way, let me know if anything changes.
Just send me an email, though. Would you do that?
I'll do that.
Honestly, my attorney's worried.
I'll do that. I got you.
You would do that? You know my email?
Yeah, I got it. You sent me some stuff in the past. Remember the elevation? The elevation certificate?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I appreciate it, Ola. Thank you.
All right, man. Later. Yeah. All right. So what happened is that this deal It's a house that the city gave us some document that we're not clear if it needs to be lifted or not. There's like two different languages and stuff, and everyone is scared of it. Because if it needs to be lifted up, it's a $50,000 to $70,000 bill, and no one is willing to take that risk on. So we gotta let it go. That happens sometimes. All right. All right. So that was a good note to end this week. Maybe not, but we're moving, and there's data being moved, and that's more important than anything else. So hopefully, you've been enlightened and educated. I will see you on the next one, and peace.